Any explosion, back here today finally. Sorry I haven't been here in a couple of days, but today is going to be an album review of the newest Hate Eternal Infernus. So if you're like pretty big in the death metal scene, you've obviously heard of Hate Eternal. I mean, they've released many, many great albums over the years, like, Conquering the Throne, which is a great album. Check it out if you haven't. King of All Kings, I'm Monarch, a lot of good stuff over the years. But like their last two releases, Fury and Flames and Phoenix Amongst the Ashes, were just kind of they're okay in my opinion, but I think they kind of fell a little bit too short. But I still enjoy them nonetheless. They have a couple good songs off them, but if you want to check those albums, I'll definitely go check them out. But we're not talking about their previous work. We're talking about their newest work. This monster of an album called Infernus. Usually, the last two albums kind of fell a bit short, but this one did not. They were really more focused and determined to record an excellent album on this by Hate Eternal. They were very determined and focused on this album. I could tell. I mean, this album was just very, very good in my opinion. This was a very good album. Eric Rutan's guitar work was actually very, very good. It can be technical in some parts, but it's not forgettable. Because what I hate about technical guitar riffs is some bands try to focus on like all the doodly sweet picking. What these riffs don't have that, but they were focused on making them memorable, and they are very memorable, and some of the songs are still very catchy on this album. And me personally, I think this album carries some of Eric Rutan's best guitar riffs on this album. I mean, there are some pretty catchy riffs on this album, like the opening track, the Locust Storm, the Chosen One, the Stingy and Deep. I really like that song. Just many catchy, great songs on this album. Pathogenic Apathy, that was a great song. But yeah, I really enjoyed the guitar work on it. But they brought in a new drummer. His name was Chasen Westmoreland. He was brought in as a new drummer to record this album. And his drum work is just outstanding. This is just blast beats galore. And, his drums just sound great. That's one thing I also like about this album is the mixing and production that Eric did on this album. I praise it. This is like really, really good production. Not too polished, just perfect production. And he did not mix out JJ's bass at all. It's just JJ's bass work just sounds so beefy and it just gives this album more depth when you listen to it. His bass work is just it's phenomenal. I love his bass work on this album. And, this to me is like their best work to me so far from Hate Eternal. This album was just a very, very good death metal album. It's very good old school death metal from Florida. I don't think it will disappoint many death metal fans at all. This was just a very, very good album in my opinion. Some songs that I definitely recommend you check out and listen to it to see if you can form your own opinion and see what you think about it. Like I said before, Locust Storm, Order of the Arcane Scripture, The Chosen One, Pathogenic Apathy, The Stingy and Deep, Locust Swarm. I already says Locust Swarm. Just check those songs out if you haven't, just to form your own opinion about this album. But this was an excellent slab of Floridian death metal that I really like. I don't think it'll be in my top 5 albums of 2015, but it's a contender for my top 10 albums of 2015 because this was an excellent death metal album. They were definitely more focused and determined on this album just to deliver an excellent piece of death metal. This album did not fall flat or short at all. Very, very good album nonetheless. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I give this an 88 out of 100. This was a very excellent slab of Floridian death metal. Hate Eternal, good job, dudes. Good job. Alright, that was my album review of the new Hate Eternal. Expect album reviews of the new Ghost album and the new Battlecross album. I'll try to do those as soon as I can. But school's back in session, so I gotta... But I'll still get those out anyway. But anyway, thank you for watching my album review. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. And as always, stay brutal, keep it metal.